Politics is a very dirty game. And at the same time, politics is a very interesting game. And just like I keep on opining on this channel, there are certain things which can't just happen in politics. They're normally designed to achieve a specific political objectives. President Uhuru Kenyatta today chaired his cabinet. I'm just trying to find the update from State House. Now, this is what the State House updated after that meeting. That report of the Presidential Task Force on Review of Power Purchase Agreement. Then if you open the photos in that update, there are several of them. But there's this one particular photo. And in this photo, you can clearly see the president chairing the meeting. And there is one seat, if you look keenly, before Fred Okengo Matiang'i. That seat is actually reserved for the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto. And it's deliberate that the State House shared or released that photo. Because remember the other day, we saw Raila Odinga occupying that particular seat. And in several instances, we've seen Fred Okengo Matiang'i occupying that seat. But today, that seat is empty. It reminds us of that particular day when the president was launching, was it something to do with COVID? And the deputy president was missing, but his seat was reserved. So the question which we should ask ourselves, why would State House reserve the seat for the DP when it became very clear that the deputy president was not going to attend this function? So in this video today, I want us to look at the possible reasons why the State House decided to release this particular video and why nobody sat on that particular seat. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now let us get back to the main issue. Why would State House release photo where it is clear that the seat of the deputy president was reserved, but the deputy president himself is not part of that meeting? Now, the truth of the matter is that the fallout between the president and his deputy is now clear. But constitutionally, William Samoei Ruto still remains the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. And therefore, he's the principal assistant to the president. The fact that he missed this event and the State House decided to share those photos means several things. And it was intended to achieve certain objectives. The first thing it was intended to achieve was to stop William Samoei Ruto from taking credit for the 33% reduction on electricity. Why am I saying this? If you go to William Ruto's Facebook page, for example, if you go to William Ruto's Facebook page, let me just go there. 2 days or 3 days ago, he met with his team. He met with his team. Let me just get it. Yes. 1 day ago, the deputy president met with his team. And what he updated is this. The NHIF amendment bill is 4 years behind schedule, delaying the rollout of the UHC. Tomorrow, which was yesterday, is the single most important day in the life of the 12th Parliament as Kenyans await the passage of the bill so that millions of struggling families can have access to health insurance waiting. Now, apart from the deputy president making this update, Dennis Itumbi was busy on Twitter. What were they trying to do? They were trying to hijack the universal health care which the president initiated. And even that yesterday, people like Pauline Joroge were very harsh on the DP, pointing out that he was trying to hijack President Uhuru Kenyatta's project. Now, one of the biggest problems Kenyans have been facing is the high cost of electricity. Now, the president is saying through this cabinet meeting that he's going to reduce it by 33%. If the deputy president had attended this meeting, or if this photo had not been leaked, it was going to be possible for the deputy president to claim credit, because the thing is, anything good from President Uhuru Kenyatta or Jubilee government, the deputy president takes credit or associates himself with. Anything bad or negative, he tries to dissociate from. And because this is good for him and for the whole country, he was going to take credit as part of his Jubilee successes. But the fact that these guys are now releasing a video that the deputy president was not there, they're just telling the deputy president, please don't try to take credit for this. Mnanielewa? And that's how politics is played. They want to stop William Samoei Ruto from taking credit for the reduction of the cost of electricity, which is going to be effected in the next 4 weeks. That's number one. And by the way, let me just read for you what that changes mean, and that's why it's important. The Statehouse is saying that let me just read the report, sorry. If you open the report on the Statehouse page, saying, His Excellency, the President today received the report of Presidential Task Force on Review of Power Purchase Agreement, constituted void Gazette Notice number 376 of 29th March 2021. So in short, what they are saying is that the task force was constituted by the head of state in response to call from a cross-section of Kenyans to address concerns about the high cost of electricity for both individual consumers and enterprises. Remember, companies like KBL had started installing solar systems because the cost of electricity was so expensive for them. So the president is saying the consequence of the proposed intervention is that a consumer who is previously paying 500 per month on electricity shall by 31st December 2021 pay 330 per month. This cost reduction will be achieved through reduction of consumer tariffs from the average 24 per kilowatts to 16 bob per kilowatt per hour, which is about 2/3 of the current tariffs. So that's what they want to do. Stop Ruto from taking credit for that. Number two, I think it's about sustaining the narrative that William Samoei Ruto is actually undermining President Uhuru Kenyatta. When you listened, or if you listened to the speeches yesterday during the Mount Kenya Foundation event, a narrative was being crafted that the deputy president was undermining President Uhuru Kenyatta to an extent that he even planned to impeach him. How do you undermine someone? You undermine someone by not being part of his efforts. The mere fact that the deputy president was missing from this particular event confirms that he's actually undermining President Uhuru Kenyatta, because he would take credit for success, he would dissociate from failures. What that means is that he's undermining President Uhuru Kenyatta. And these are cases, and that's why they are showing those photos, to show the people of the larger Mount Kenya region that this man here is actually undermining President Uhuru Kenyatta. That's number two. Number three is the fact that they want to portray William Samoei Ruto as someone who is absconding his duties as the second in command, while at the same time he is not ready to miss any political activity. If you've been following the politics of this country, the truth of the matter is that the deputy president has been sidelined from certain functions for a very long time. And as a human being, he became bitter, angry, and annoyed, and decided that he was not going to attend certain events. There are events he chooses to attend. Like if it's a national function, like the Madaraka Day, that one he's not going to miss because the public are there. But when it comes to this kind of ones, he's going to miss. I mean, it's definitely missing. When it comes to his political activities in Karen, he doesn't miss. When it comes to church, he doesn't miss. But when it comes to official functions, he's not there. And the president once said that his deputy doesn't even know what it takes to run a country. So basically, the idea behind releasing those photos is there to show that William Samoei Ruto is absconding his duties. And lastly, I also tend to believe that some people somewhere are trying to justify why William Samoei Ruto, who is the second in command in this country, should be impeached. He should be impeached on the ground of insubordination. This is the second time we are seeing his seat being reserved, not attending. What we are not sure about is whether he was actually invited. Maybe he was not even invited. Maybe he was not even invited. That's the reality. But the truth of the matter is that there has been this talk of William Samoei Ruto being impeached from office. And those talks actually are gaining currencies. The question is timing. There is no any other better way of justifying that impeachment than showing that the deputy president is actually insubordinating the president. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. And again, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And with the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. What we do on this channel is simple. We analyze politics in a way you can't get any other place. So the best thing you can do is just to click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.